Welcome to another video of Personal Finance Logics. Today we will discuss one of the most annoying debts of all, credit cards. I will tell you 6 effective ways to manage credit card debt and how to get rid of it altogether. Credit cards are an integral part of our lives with their buy now and pay later strategy. When they are used properly, they provide a wealth of extra advantages. But if not, then you are at risk of being trapped in a nearly endless cycle of credit card debt. According to Forbes, Americans owe a little over $1 trillion in credit card debt. It is a staggering number, and we know it's true because we all owe credit card companies a lot of money. And thanks to inflation, it's harder than ever to pay off credit card debt. The majority of people are covered in debt today. Average debt for Americans is about $8,000. This is why learning how to manage your credit card is so important. The high interest that is charged on credit cards results in a vicious cycle of debt from which it is difficult to break free. By managing the debt, you not only save money on interest but also reclaim control over your finances. And this control depends on 3 things: spending habits, saving habits, and determination. Expert says there are different tips to manage and pay off your differences. And the last one of my tips today will make all my recommendations more manageable. Without further ado, let's get started. Pay your bills on time. The very first thing you need to do is to pay your bill on time. It might seem a small step and a slow start, but this is the start you need. Paying your bill on time has plenty of benefits, and the biggest one of these is avoiding late fee. You pay high interest rates on your credit card, and its outstanding amount even after you make the minimum payment. These are all additional charges, and you can avoid them by making one very important decision. Guess what it is to pay on time? Just pay the bill on time, and you will keep the extra money for other expenses. Or even better, you can pay more than the minimum amount due on your credit card. It will help you pay off earlier than when you pay the minimum amount. Talking about payment options, you need to know that usually there are 3 kinds of amounts you can pay as your credit card bill. One is the minimum payment option. Second is the statement balance payment option. And third one is current balance payment option. Now here is what you need to understand about minimum payment option. Law requires the card issuers to have a minimum payment warning on each statement. You can clearly see the number of months or years needed to pay off the balance. If you keep paying the minimum amount, the choice here is really yours. You want to keep paying the minimum, or you want to add up some extra amount and get rid of this debt. According to a survey, American households with credit card debt are expected to pay an average of $1,380 in interest this year. So watch out for the interest payments. And if you are in such a situation, it's time to do the math. Do your calculations about extra payments and plan for getting rid of the debt. One big benefit that I want to tell you about is the credit score. Once you keep paying on time, then you maintain your credit score. You miss making the payment, then your credit score gets low. On top of that, you pay penalties. So even if you are not paying more than the minimum amount, just pay the minimum one at least. Delaying it will cost you money and lower credit score. Avoid this at all costs. Use the avalanche method. According to Forbes, on average Americans have 3 credit cards. So, my second tip is to pay down your highest rate credit card debt first. This method is called the avalanche method. This is a strategy to tackle your debts, especially your credit card debts. In this approach, you attack the credit card with the highest interest rate on it. Pay minimum payments on all your cards, but put more towards this card because this is the most expensive debt. After paying off the loan with the higher interest rate, you pay the next account that has the next highest interest rate, and so on, until you've paid everything off. The goal of this method is to reduce the negative impact that compound interest has on your entire debt. Paying off the loan with the highest rate of interest will stop it from charging further interest, which will ultimately save you money. The amount of money you can make to the repayments on each succeeding loan increases as a result. It will give you greater momentum and a faster path to becoming debt-free. The avalanche approach is a clever strategy to pay off your credit card debts quickly and with the least amount of interest. So, I highly recommend using this method. Use the snowball method. The third tip is to pay off your smallest balances first, also known as the snowball method. It uses human psychology to support people to pay off their debts. This approach recommends paying off the least expensive debts first, no matter what the interest rate. The concept behind this strategy is that having this quick win inspires confidence and motivates to pay off the next smallest debt. The snowball method involves continuing to pay the minimal amount due on your other credit card debts while putting all of your effort into paying off the smallest debt. It increases your confidence and momentum as you pay off every small debt successfully. This encourages and prepares you for the next upcoming debt. Until all of your credit card debts are paid off, this cycle of positive feedback will continue, and you may enjoy your financial success. It's important to remember that the snowball technique might not ultimately be the most economical choice, particularly if you have large debts on you with rising interest rates. The avalanche method is frequently more effective if you are only considering financial factors. The idea is to adopt a method that best fits your goals and circumstances, while also being honest with yourself about your financial self-discipline. It's crucial to act and work towards debt freedom. Whether you choose the snowball or avalanche methods, consolidating debt with a credit card balance transfer. My fourth tip is to consolidate your debt with a credit card balance transfer. It is really helpful, and you can pay off your debts more effectively. If you have a good amount of credit but you are stressed because of the numerous debt payments, then you can put all of your high-interest credit card debts into a single account. When you do this, you will only have to make a single payment per month as a result. This will make your management of debts easier. Find a card with a low interest fee or a better 0% introductory rate, then transfer all the balances into the new card. But be aware that there is often an average 3% transfer fee. So, if you don't want to get hit with the inflated standard rate, it's better if you pay off the bill before the expiration period of the introductory rates, which is usually 12-18 months. Keep an eye out for promotions from credit card providers that involve a period of time during which balance transfers are interest-free. You can concentrate on paying off your debt within this period without being concerned about racking up more interest fees. Move fast and pay off your debt as soon as you can. And to help you resist the temptation to rack up fresh debt, think about getting rid of your old credit cards. Remember that each balance transfer offer has its own terms and conditions, so carefully read and understand them before transferring money. This has helped many people to effectively manage and overcome their debt challenges. You can explore other consolidation options, such as low-interest personal loans or using a home equity line of credit if you have equity in your home. Always weigh the costs and benefits of each option to choose the one that best suits your financial situation. Talk to your creditors to negotiate lower rates. My fifth tip for you is to talk to your creditors to negotiate lower interest rates. Check these 3 things about your credit card history. First, do you have a solid history with your credit card issuer? Second, do you regularly make payments on time? And finally, do you stay within your credit limit? If your answer to these questions is yes, then you may be able to negotiate for lower interest rates. Decreasing your interest rates is a wise choice because it will enable you to pay off your debt more quickly and for less money overall. Get in touch with your credit card issuers or company and explain the scenario to them. Once you reach your creditors, keep in mind that you have to be honest about your financial situation. If you have a good payment history and have been a loyal customer, then the credit card issuers could be ready to work with you. They may offer to cut the rate of interest or provide different payment options in case you are experiencing difficulties managing your payments, such as unemployment or disease. Even some credit card firms have programs to help clients who are having financial difficulties. Depending on the policies of the issuer, these programs may provide help by lowering interest rates or even waiving fees. This can help you manage your debt better and increase the likelihood that you'll be able to pay it off. Keep in mind that rising inflation can still strain your budget even if you are not experiencing difficulty because of unemployment or illness. Take control of your debt by negotiating more favorable rates with your creditors or looking into hardship programs. Even though the worst-case situation is that they say no, it's still worthwhile to try to negotiate better conditions in order to lessen the burden of high-interest debt. Practice responsible spending. The sixth tip is to practice responsible spending. It starts with knowing your spending needs and then prioritizing them according to your income. So, from where do you start? List down your income from all sources, and goal should be to spend less than your total income at all costs. This way you will be able to spend wisely and within your budget. It will work as the key to financial freedom and stability. So, the first step is making a budget that divides your monthly spending into categories like groceries, housing, transport, and entertainment. Examine your credit card statements. Now do the math and see what you need to do with all the expenses and credit card payments. Paying with cash or a debit card is another smart move that can help you avoid overspending. It provides you a clear picture of your cash flow outside and inside. Instead of increasing or having impulsive spending habit when you get bonuses, promotions, or other financial windfalls, think about using these earnings to pay off debt. Your route to being debt-free might be greatly accelerated with this extra cash. Cut off mindless spending on unnecessary things. This includes cancellation for services like housekeeping, streaming entertainment, or landscaping. You can save more money for debt payback by packing your lunch for work, limiting your dining out expenses, and getting rid of any unnecessary memberships or subscriptions. Similarly, by using credit responsibly, making a sensible budget, refraining from impulsive purchases, and looking for deals and discounts can all help you spend less than you earn and move closer to paying off your debts. I hope this video helped you to understand how to manage credit card debt. It's all about making smart financial choices that prevent you from ending up broke. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell icon to stay notified of the latest videos. Thank you for watching.